Massen-Niederlausitz, Germany, Reuters. Until March of this year, goods arriving at family engineering firm Zemmler Siebanlagen in eastern Germany generated piles of paperwork and hours of manual cross-checks. These days, stockman Ronny Mucha records deliveries on a specially designed tablet application that immediately updates other departments. It takes a fraction of the time. The firma Euro Trademark's founder, Heiko Zemmler, credits a government-backed scheme with €1 taking us through a psychological barrier €1 about digital technology. The inventory application is just a beginning, hopes Zemmler. One day he wants his welders and assembly line workers to be able to access design plans and lists of parts on a shared platform. That a Euro trademark's all common enough in modern factories from California to South Korea. But there a Euro trademark's a problem. Zemmler needs high-speed internet capable of carrying large quantities of data to make the switch. A Euro or a broadband has come to many people, but unfortunately not to us a Euro, he said at his plant in the Brandenburg region, not far from the Polish border. Europe, a Euro trademark's most powerful economy, at the forefront of industrial innovation for decades, is struggling to adapt to the digital age, and its policymakers are worried. Zemmler Euro trademark's experience encapsulates two key obstacles to change here. It took a nudge by the government to get him to embrace digital technology in the first place. And, now that he has done so, his plans are being frustrated by a woeful broadband network. A 2017 study by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, ranked Germany 29th out of 34 industrialized economies for fast internet connections. Japan and South Korea lead the pack. Chancellor Angela Merkel has made fixing Germania Euro trademark's digital deficiencies a priority for her fourth and likely final term, saying a Euro our future prosperity depends on it a Euro. In interviews, company bosses and senior policymakers set out the scale of the challenge the government faces and explained why German firms have been slow to adopt digital technology to store and share data and manage workflow. The paucity of high-speed internet was one barrier, they said. Others included government inefficiency and a reluctance among small and mid-size firms, Germania Euro trademark's a Euro Mittelstand, a Euro to embrace new ways of working. Added to that, years of surveillance by the Nazis and then the communists have left many Germans suspicious of data sharing. There a Euro trademark's also a paradox at work. Germania Euro trademark's strong economy is blocking efforts to modernize, they said, with firms too busy meeting orders today to plan for a digital future. Government data shows the extent of the problem. A government fund created to expand Germania Euro trademark's broadband network managed to spend only 3% of the money available last year, figures in a January 23 letter from the Deputy Finance Minister at the time, Jens Spahn, to a fellow lawmaker showed. Spahn has since said Germany is up to 20 years behind US competitors, with many managers stuck in the a Euro fax age a Euro. Even Germania Euro trademark's car industry is feeling the threat. In the past, Chinese firms sought to learn from German car makers. But on a trip to China in May, Merkel was so struck by China Euro trademark's progress in data processing that she asked for Chinese help to develop electric and autonomous vehicles. China has yet to commit. To be sure, Germany has shown an enviable ability to adapt to political, economic, and technological challenges over the decades. At the turn of the century, it was called a Euro or ethic man of Europe a Euro with an inflexible labor market that weighed on productivity. Chancellor Gerhard Schröder a Euro trademark's government responded by shaking up the welfare system to encourage more people into the workforce. It turned out well. Germany regained competitiveness and profited from demand in the industrializing world for its high-end engineering products. Unemployment has fallen from above 5 million in 2005 to less than half that level now. A Euro Germany has overcome much bigger problems before a Euro, said Carsten Nickel, managing director at consultancy Teneo Intelligence. A Euro, but it did so by not shying away from, at times, radical change. That, in turn, requires agency and political leadership. Schroeder ultimately lost his job over his economic reforms. It would probably be a stretch to claim that a comparable willingness for bold political leadership exists in Merkel Euro trademark S Berlin today a euro. Indeed, Merkel has spent much of her political capital this year trying to defuse a row in her coalition over immigration policy. For graphic on jobs at risk from new technologies, click tmsnrt.rs/2k8ctyt. Money to spend. Alexandra Horna Euro trademark S team at the BMW Mittelstand Association of Small and Mid-size Firms worked with Zemmler to introduce the inventory application his company now uses. It is part of a government-backed scheme called a Euro Digital Together a Euro. Horn says she has sometimes been met with laughter when taking this digitalization drive to firms outside the main cities like Berlin, where a healthy startup scene masks slow progress elsewhere. Because of poor internet speeds, a Euro digital business models cannot be implemented, plain and simple a Euro Horn said. According to the OECD, just 16% of German firms use cloud services. A Euro OEA key productivity enhancer a Euro Theta Euro trademark S well below the OECD average of 25% and far behind countries including Finland, 57%, Sweden, 48%, and Japan, 45%. A Euro or if you don't a Euro trademark T have the infrastructure, you cannot have a successful digitalization of the economy a Euro said OECD telecoms and internet expert Verena Weber. Germania Euro trademark S coalition government has pledged to provide high-speed gigabit internet access across Germany by 2025. It aims to develop a fiber optic network to all corners of the country. Japan has 76% of its broadband via fiber, Latvia 62% and Sweden 58%, compared to just 2% in Germany, OECD data show. For a graphic on German broadband, click tmsnrt.r/2kms53n. Efforts to upgrade Germania Euro trademark S internet with state-of-the-art fiber technology are coming late partly because Germania Euro trademark S telecoms industry regulator, Netze, allowed Deutsche Telekom, the former national network monopoly, to use an intermediate solution called a Euro vectoring technology a Euro to increase the bandwidth of existing copper lines instead of running fiber all the way into homes and offices. For a graphic on the rise of fiber, click tmsnrt.r/2k6iphook. Finance Minister Olaf Scholz said in May the government would use higher than expected tax revenues to start a digitalization fund into which his ministry would transfer €2.4 billion, $2.85 billion, this year. The fund will be increased by revenues generated from the auction of 5G mobile licenses. But throwing money at the problem is not guaranteed to fix it, as shown by the January 23 letter from Spahn, the deputy finance minister at the time. It revealed that of the €689 million set aside by the government for broadband investment, only 22 million was used last year. Policymakers and company bosses complain that tender operations for subsidies can be so slow and complex that federal funds often go unused. Chancellor Merkel agreed. A Euro we must speed up approval procedures a Euro for investment, she said in May. For Kyffhäuserkreis, a rural district in the eastern state of Thuringia, moves to streamline the process can a Euro trademark T come soon enough. Kyffhäuserkreis is still waiting for its high-speed broadband 3 years after setting the wheels in motion. The tender process alone has taken almost 2 years. A Euro meeting the requirements of the funding guidelines was not easy a Euro said district authority spokesman Heinz Ulrich Thiele. Another problem is that no single government department is in overall charge. The Ministry for Transport and Digital Infrastructure is in charge of broadband rollout, the Economy Ministry for promoting new technologies, the Interior Ministry for Security and the Justice Ministry for Consumer Protection in the digital age. In addition, regional authorities grant planning permission. In an attempt to address these issues, Merkel appointed Bavarian politician Dorothee Bär as her Minister of State for Digital Affairs in March. In an interview with Reuters, Bär conceded that a Euro we still need a bit more effort a Euro but she believed the government had done its job. A Euro or ETH money is lined up, transferred, and now the rollout simply needs to happen. Euro. There is broad agreement that the broadband infrastructure needs to be fixed and digital technologies promoted. The cabinet has approved plans to use federal money to promote digital education in schools. But, a senior government official said, the funds will not be released before November because the policy requires a constitutional amendment. That is because education is traditionally the preserve of Germania. Euro trademark S16 states, another example of bureaucracy slowing the digitalization drive. Jam today. Heiko Zemmler honed his engineering skills repairing mopeds in former East Germany. He began leasing and servicing industrial sieves for the construction, forestry, and waste management industries in 2000 and later began manufacturing them, establishing Zemmler Siebanlagen GmbH in 2010. With recent annual sales growth rates of 20% to 30%, Zemmler said he was so busy fulfilling orders he didn't Euro trademark T consider shifting to digital technology until the BMW Mittelstand Association contacted him. ETA Euro trademark S a familiar story? The transition to digital technology is being overlooked because of roaring growth now. Last year, the German economy grew by 2.5%, the strongest pace since 2011, outperforming France and Italy. Digitalizations are bare, said firms need to think ahead. A Euro or Eve course, ETA Euro trademark S pleasing that the order books are full now, but that will not automatically remain the case. A Euro, she said. A Euro or Eth German Mittelstand is characterized by the fact that it thinks long-term, in generations instead of in quarters. Without digitalization, no company can be future-proofed. A Euro. Germania Euro trademark S construction sector too is experiencing a boom, with forecast sales growth of 6% this year. Building firms can cherry-pick the contracts they want to take on, and broadband contracts are not top of the list. Again, Germania Euro trademark S success now is acting as a brake on progress. Deutsche Glasfaser is a privately funded company that builds fiber broadband networks. Its managing director, Stefan Zimmermann, said fiber broadband rollout requires such specific training and machinery that many German construction firms shun it to work on more traditional projects on which they already make good money. Zimmermann is looking abroad for construction firms to help with projects. A Euro I am now looking across Europe to attract Spanish, Greek, Dutch companies to invest in Germany. That is working out for us, though it is a lot of work to make it happen. A Euro, he said. Suspicious minds. Fixing the high-speed internet issue is one problem, changing mindsets quite another. Extensive surveillance, first by the Nazis and then by communist East Germania Euro trademark Stasi secret police, has led to Germans closely guarding their privacy and personal data. Merkel says it is time to move forward. The development of artificial intelligence is underpinned by data sharing, she reasons. A Euro Ito think that we can be at the forefront of artificial intelligence and be as restrictive as possible with data is just like wanting to rear cows without feeding them. A Euro, she said in May. Digitals are bare complained that a Euro or there is always a great deal of foggy angst a Euro about digital technology. Aerospace engineering graduate Daniel Wigand said he experienced this mindset firsthand in the early days of his business. Wigand Euro trademark S firm, Lilium, is one of a handful of companies that are developing electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, a Euro or flying taxis. A Euro others include California-based Kairum Aircraft, Brazil Euro trademark S Embraer and Pipistrel of Slovenia. Wigand recalled the skepticism he encountered when setting up the firm with two friends in Germany in 2014. Seeking a fourth partner with expertise in flight control software, Wigand interviewed PhD students at his alma mater, Munich Technical University. A Euro I think after 1 or 2 minutes, 50% of the people left the room and said, a Euro this guy is crazy. A Euro trademark, a Euro, he recalls. Such reticence is widespread. Germany saw a 2% drop in the number of small businesses founded in 2017 after a 10% drop the previous year, statistics office figures show. Wigand persevered. The upshot, an award-winning startup with tens of millions of dollars of venture capital funding. The company has developed a heavily digitalized, vertical takeoff jet, and plans to offer on-demand flying taxis before 2025. Germany needs to become friendlier to entrepreneurs, he says, echoing a recommendation of economists at the OECD. A euro or at a euro trademark S about the people and the culture that brings about these ideas, a euro said Wigand. A euro or in California, they have a totally different culture and experience over almost 2 generations now, and that a euro trademark S what makes the difference a euro. If Germany can get its digitalization drive right, it could spur fresh economic development just as its longest period of uninterrupted growth since reunification is starting to wane. An OECD report presented on June 12 concluded that if, through investment in broadband, Germania Euro trademark S average connection speed catches up with the average of the top 10 countries by 2025, GDP per capita will get a 3% boost after 10 years. $1 equals 0.8420 euros.